Welcome to Real Life Investing. This is Al talking to you about Ondo Finance and Ondo Token today. So this is really going to be, how can I say, somebody's going to make some money off of this thing because this thing is like playing T-ball. Instead of having to get a pitch from the pitcher, all you got is like the ball set up on the tee and you just got to hit it. So this thing is pretty amazing. Let's just go ahead and talk about Ondo Finance and the particular token that we have here. This was created by Nathan Allman, and I think it's another guy. But at the same time, this token here became a RWA, a real world asset in 2022. Let's talk about some great things about Ondo, and apparently I'm not going to stop for the next X number of minutes. Ondo is on the Sui and Solana blockchains. Ondo is working with Layer 0 blockchain. Ondo is also working with PayPal. We know that PayPal has a strong presence. The PayPal mafia, let me say it like that. Well, that's the phrase. That's the phrase, guys. I didn't make that up, okay? But the PayPal is a PayPal group, has a very, very strong presence in the Trump administration this time. One of the head men, of course, of that group is Elon Musk. But let's just go ahead and talk about this a little bit more. So one of the things we're looking at in this particular case is that since Ondo is working very closely with PayPal, we also know that Trump's DeFi protocol, World Liberty Finance, has also purchased Ondo tokens last December. Ondo Finance also sponsored Trump's inauguration. So I'm not saying that they paid for the whole thing, but they definitely sponsored it. So just a little bit of a heads up on that, guys. Trump is about to pass some legislation that is, first of all, favorable to stable coins and favorable to RWAs, which is the real world assets, of course. Now, you got to look at all this good information that's going down the pipe. Ondo is a ERC20 token on the Ethereum blockchain. Therefore, since Ethereum has not risen as of yet, listen, Ethereum is probably going to be going up in like a month or two. So don't be surprised when you see Ethereum rise. So we'll talk more about that later. I think I'm going to do another video about Ethereum. Maybe my next one will be about Ethereum. We'll see. Well, whichever one in the order it comes in. So, but anyways, we know that Ethereum is going to be rising real soon, so we're not going to be worried about any of the ERC20 tokens. I know a lot of you guys have been like, oh my God, these tokens are so down. They're so this and that. But listen, at the same time, we're not going to have to worry about that much longer because of the fact that ERC20 tokens, we know that Ethereum is only going to be held down for so long. Remember, nothing on the channel is financial advice. And of course, I don't have a crystal ball, so I can't really tell you anything. And I'm definitely, how can I say it? I'm definitely not God, so I can't speak the truth of the future. You know what I mean? So anyways, let's just go ahead and keep talking about what we're talking about. And this is a very good article by Nathan Allman, the creator of Ondo. And he's talking about Ondo's journey, vision, achievements, and the path forward. I mean, this guy, he did a very good job of laying out the future. But this is the thing that I was most impressed with in the article. And whoever reads this article, they might feel differently. But just a little bit of a heads up, if you're thinking about investing in this, you can read this article for yourself as well. Remember, do your own research. Nothing on the channel is financial advice. But let's just go ahead and look at what I think I enjoyed the most about this article. The first tokenized security with material adoption, OUSG, a tokenized wrapper of BlackRock short-term U.S. Treasuries ETF. Now, I see a lot of firsts. Whenever I see firsts, this is very impressive. The first transferable rebasing token given money market exposure, OMMF, a tokenized wrapper of a BlackRock money market fund. Now, we know BlackRock is the biggest, and I mean the biggest on the entire earth as far as investment funds and investment firms. The first tokenized bearer note, USDY, a yield-bearing alternative to traditional stablecoins backed by short-term U.S. Treasuries. Now, this particular yield-bearing stable coin is going to have its own use. It's going to be slightly different from the other ones, slightly different from USDC and USDT. So we can talk more about that later, or to be honest with you, that might be a whole nother video. Now, the first protocol supporting tokenized securities collateral, Flux Finance, a lending protocol supporting high quality RWAs as collateral. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. This is a token that deals a lot with whales and people with a lot of money. Just saying. It's definitely a big time investment and banking token. This token is not going to fall by the wayside. This token is going to be solid. And let's just say it like this. This token is built to succeed, and it already has the backers that are going to allow it to succeed. So really, to be honest with you, given that the regulations and a lot of other things are going to be built, and a lot of the legislation hopefully is going to be passed for these specific types of tokens, we're not going to have any issue knowing that Ondo is going to be moving forward. Speaking of moving forward, let's move forward ourselves a little bit, talking about some situation that we're dealing with, the fear and greed index. And in this particular case, we see that the fear and greed index right now is at 38. So we're definitely still in fear. But I want you guys to be encouraged. Hang on in there. I know I'm getting frustrated as well as far as timing. But at the same time, we have to understand that there are a few more things going down the pipe before the market can really, truly elevate itself. However, if you be patient and wait a few, in my opinion, wait a few more months, you're going to see some really good things happen. Now, let's go ahead and look a little bit more at Ondo itself as far as the price of the token. Currently, at the time of this recording, Ondo is at $1.25. So that's down a little bit more than 1%. Now, let's look a little bit further at the 7-day, and it's down a little bit over 5%. The 1 month is down 8%. However, let's look at the 1 year again. And the 1 year in this particular case, Ondo is up 389%. So that's a lot. So approximately 400%. So let's go to the crypto bubbles for 1 second, and then we're going to come back to the news and some markets, etc. Talk about this thing. We're going to go in a little bit of detail about Ondo. So right here, if you notice, here is Ondo in this particular case. It is up by 395% over the year. There's only a handful of these. TEL, OM, let's see, Virtual, Pepe. Those are the only other tokens that are up higher than Ondo out of this 1 to 100 as far as the top 100 coins by market cap. So therefore, Ondo has really, how can I say, it's basically number 6 out of 100 as far as the amount of elevation and accumulation as far as like profit over the year. So apparently, people, there's already great things happening with Ondo. It's not like this thing just happened and it's not happening at all anymore. One of the things that we're looking at when we see these 1 year charts, we're looking for positive momentum. And guys, there is a lot of positive momentum with Ondo. Just saying, and we're just looking. Now, let's go back a little bit and look at the markets. I'm noticing with Ondo, this has a lot of nice markets that it's on. I also noticed that it's on Coinbase, but it's not on Binance. I think I have an idea of why it may not be on there, but at the same time, Ondo is being traded very heavily. It's also on Bybit, so it's all over the place. I think it's on crypto.com as well. Let me double check. Yeah, so I mean, it's on a lot of nice exchanges. So nothing to worry about there. Ondo has a lot of great things going on. Let's go ahead and look at some Ondo news. I'm looking at this right here. It says, this is a little bit from a few days ago. Ondo Finance confirms partnership with Trump's WLFI after yesterday's glitch. Ondo Finance and WLFI collaborate to bridge TradFi and DeFi. Ondo Finance partners with WFLI to expand blockchain-based financial assets. So in other words, there's a lot of great things happening, and it's already partnered with, how can I say, Trump's World Liberty Financial. So just a little bit of a heads up on that, guys. And things appear to be going very well. When you already got the big boys in your pockets and you're already partnered with the billionaires, you really just, all we're doing is just waiting on stuff to go up. You know what I mean? So just a little bit of a heads up on that. Let's go ahead and start taking some looks here. Let's look at some token unlocks. In this case, let's see, Ondo, we got the unlock, we got the lock. I think as the years go by, yeah, there's like a stair step of the unlocks. Just to give you guys a heads up on these unlocks are going to be occurring every year. But the thing about it is this is not going to be a huge problem with inflation because of the fact that from what I can see and the way that they're going, and once regulations are really set for these stable coins and for RWAs like Ondo, guys, I mean, they're going to have like a buttload of opportunities, and they're going to need every token that they can get their hands on. This is going to work out very well. The operating system is going to be nice. I'm really seeing great things for this. This is one of the things I want you to consider, that normally we're like, okay, we want to have a certain type of investor. I'm looking at the whale holdings. This is really, how can I say, this is different. The whale holdings for this is pretty big. So we're looking at 75% of the people that hold this particular token are whales. Now, this, like I said before, and I will say it again, this is big finance money. So everything that you see here and is going to be big finance money. Nothing that we say is financial advice, of course, but I just want to encourage you guys to see that the money is already invested in this particular coin. If the retail investor gets involved, fine. I don't really feel like these people need a retail investor. The only thing that you're really doing when you get with Ondo is you're just going along for the ride, and the rising tide is going to lift all boats. And with this one, this boat is going up. Why? Because of the fact that it doesn't even depend on the retailers. And this is very different from what we dealt with before because of the nature of this particular coin. But this is going to depend on the behavior of the wealthy, the behavior of the financial markets. But BlackRock and others are already into this coin. So guys, I mean, it is what it is. This coin is definitely not going down. Speaking of which, talking about BlackRock and others, let's go ahead and look at this on X. It says, today we're thrilled to announce Ondo Chain, our new layer 1 blockchain purpose-built for institutional grade RWAs. These guys are really moving. Let's see, trying to figure out what day that was. Let me double check that. From what I can see, it is today. Oh, okay. All right. So anyways, let's go ahead and look a little bit. And it says divine advisors for the chain include new members of the Ondo ecosystem. Oh, these are heavy hitters, guys. Big money, big time money. Franklin Templeton, Wellington Management, Wisdom Tree, Google Cloud, ABN AMRO, Aon, and McKinsey. The Ondo ecosystem already includes notable industry leaders such as BlackRock, PayPal, and Morgan Stanley. This thing was built to last. Ondo Finance is not going anywhere. So I think you guys can see that as plain as you know, anything in front of you can see. This thing is definitely going up. All right. Got a little bit of good news as well. How can I say, in my opinion, what I consider to be good news. If you take a look at this particular coin, the last price and the price currently right now, from what we see, is going to be $1.24. I'm looking at this This is a discount not since January 13th or so. And let's see what else we got here. Maybe like December the 1st, have we seen such low prices for Ondo. If you can already tell, there is a consolidation here, folks. This thing is moving in this particular direction. As soon as the markets hit and Ethereum finally goes up over the next few months, this sucker is going to go straight up. So just a heads up on that. Not financial advice, but just to give you a heads up, Ondo is on the way up. So if I had to give it a price prediction, I guess I'll give it one. Right now it's at $1.24, $1.25. I'm looking at $10, maybe as high as $13. So I'm looking from maybe like an 8 to 10x on this. Now, I'm being conservative about it. This thing is pretty good. I'm just saying, let me look at that market cap right here. Market cap for Ondo is a little bit under 4 billion. But guys, I really feel like Ondo is a good investment. It's one of those investments that if you're really sweating bullets, you know it's going to be all right. Why? Because the big boys are in control of this and they will not let it fail. This is Al with Real Life Investing. Have a great one. We'll talk with you soon.
Please share, like, comment, and subscribe to Real Life Investing. And thank you for watching.